You're a victim.
Here we go.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Fade Together here. Welcome back to another Warframe video. Today I'm gonna show you guys my Nezha Prime build, the updated version. Now, I did switch it up a bit, and I did add on some really cool features. I am going to be showing you guys two builds today. One is a DPS and one is a tank support build as well. So, if you guys aren't already new to the channel, you just gotta hit that like, subscribe button for a boy, as it's about to get cool. Oh yeah. Alright guys, for the first build, I am running. We do have this passive. Let's go over Nezha's passive first. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Brain fart. Okay, so first we got Firewalker. You guys know you get damage, explosion radius, speed increase, effect duration for 12 seconds, and duration is 36 seconds. Now we blaze a trail of flame, scorching enemies and cleansing allies. Now what fire does lower armor as well. So heat is another form to lower armor, which is very good. Now corrosive, like, literally strips armor. Heat lowers your armor. Lowers the armor of enemies. I'm sorry. Something like that, I'm pretty sure. Alright, next we have Blazing Chakram. What this is our bread and butter for our DPS. We are hitting very hard.
What do you mean by that?
So we hurl a flaming ring that sets enemies ablaze, making them vulnerable to enemy damage. Flaming enemies drop restored orbs on death. Charge to amplify the power of the ring, and reactivate to instantly travel to the ring, which is very good. So now what we have is the duration. So we get plus 200% damage, 209% damage vulnerability, 500 flame damage, and we have 2000 boosted flame damage, and you get 1 health orb and 0.35 chance of energy orb. Now equilibrium, doesn't really matter either one we get nice. Very nice damage scaling and survivability. And next we have Warding Halo. Now this is our social multiplier and our tanking ability. Now with this, we create a projectile ring of fire that also stuns and damages enemies who get. Now our basic damage absorption is 4,604, and then we go ahead and multiply that by 5.5 times, and then it scales with our armor and ability strength. So the more armor and strength we have, the higher our defenses will go. Now it's not overguard, it doesn't count as overguard, but it is a huge damage mitigation. I'm not sure about how much, but it is insane. Like, we take damage but we heal instantly, as I'm going to get into you guys on the build. Weapons, melee weapons aside, let's do something different. I chose the Rumblejack just to see how high we can actually get a stat stick. And man, when I tell you, we had some interesting plays. So, play the clip. There we go.
Additional life support has arrived.
So Colorbo charges a heavy attack and teleports his target and strikes his ally, and strikes his rage-filled focus. Temporarily increases his melee crit chance, which is very good. We get a 200% crit chance bonus, and it lasts for 12 seconds. We don't need more than 12 seconds. Like, we are already hitting like a truck, and with our stack stick, we're critting on status effects and physical damage. So we are hitting very hard. Very hard.
What do you mean by that?
But okay guys, let's go ahead and get into the build. So first we're running Steelpath, as this is a melee focused build. Now as you guys see, as you get into our stats, we have 450 armor, 477 armor, 450 energy, we got health, 450 health, shield, sprint speed, duration, efficiency, and 200 into it does. Subscriber receives 6% melee damage, which is very strong. Next we're running Power Drift, ability strength, and reduced chance of knockdown by 30%. Next we're running Adaptation, which I should max out. But I'll be doing other things with my credits, so don't judge me. Also, we have Intensify, we have Mars Hatred as well. Ability Strength, more ability strength with armor if you're running Prime Continuity. With ability Duration if you're running Hunter Adrenaline, so every time our health takes damage, we gain energy, which is constant because our shield will deplete almost all the time, but it is so good. Like, it is so good. We have energy at all times. We never run out. Now, the only way you'll die is if you misclick. You will get insta shot out of it. So if you don't want to run adaptation, I definitely recommend rolling guard. So just in case you need to pop it back up, you can run rolling guard, which would be very, very good. This run transit for was 55%. And now we're running Cardinal's Carapace, giving enemy with a heavy attack reduces enemy accuracy against Warframe by 10%, and grants immunity to status effects for 2 seconds. We're heavy attacking all the time, as you're gonna see. And once we get into our melee setup, next we're running Flow as well. Now we have Arcane Reaper on melee kill, gets health regen and armor for 10 seconds. Does not stack, but hey, that 4-second health is huge. Next we're running Arcane Blade Charger, which is also very good. I love it. On primary weapon kill, we got 30% chance for 100% melee damage for 12 seconds. So there's 30% chance out of 4 enemies. You're bound to get them. So if you do a lot of radio damage, you have Arcane Blade Charger up at all times for sure. But that's only because rank 1 and rank 1 for that as well. Oh right. Oh my god, I forgot to show you. And for our second setup, we are running Corrosive Projection, Power Drift, Equilibrium, Intensify, Adaptation, Prime Continuity, Mars Hatred, Transient Fortitude, Garner's Carapace, and Flow as well. We didn't switch up too many things, but we did switch up with Equilibrium just for this to be a bit more viable. Now this is our now you guys do see that I'm running Arcane Blade Charger again. Reason being I'm running Arcane Blade Charger is because we will still be using our melee. Now I could switch Intensify, which is what I was thinking, so I will do that. So we're going Archon Intensify, so we get ability strength for restoring health with abilities, grants 30% ability strength for 10 seconds, which I don't think there's a cooldown, but as you guys see, we're running Gloom. So with Gloom, we're getting 10% life steal, so we're stealing 10% of the enemy's health at all times. So, and we're also healing at the same time, so I'm pretty sure that does trigger Archon Intensify. Just from the testing that I've seen, it has greatly increased my abilities and the effectiveness of them as well. And like I said, running Warding Halo, nothing's really changed except for the 4th and our Intensify mods. We're running Archon Intensify, which is very good. Next, we're running a Mars Hatred, Transient Fortitude, Continuity, Adaptation, Cardinal's Carapace, Flow, and Equilibrium. Next, we're running Arcane Guardian, so whenever we take damage, we get more armor, just to tank it out. And we are super tanky, guys, super tanky. We're super tanky, and we hit very, very hard on both of these setups. Alright, before we get into weapons, I'm going to show you guys the Archon Shards, which is we have the Crimson for melee crit damage, just 1. Next, we have health regenerated with our blue. We have effectiveness of energy orbs with our Tau Forge. And we have effectiveness of health regenerated with our Tau Forge blue. And next, we have effectiveness of health orbs, Tau Forge as well. So we're getting lots and lots of health back. So, okay, so it's 12.5. So we get 12 point health back a second. And now, as you guys see, with Arcane Reaper, we also gain 4 health for every melee kill. So it's about 17 health per second, which is very good for the amount of health that we have. Now, let's go ahead and get into the weapons. Next, we're running the Proboscis Cyranos. A lot of people say they don't like it. I love this weapon. It's very good. It procs viral and corrosive, or whatever stat that you want to rock on it. We have about 127% status chance on this, and it is a mother freaking beast. I do need to farm it just because I want to run Fang Fuel Slate just for that extra slash, and I feel like this would be a solid setup for anybody that wants to get into the status effect area, man. But to me, I love status effect, because I just love seeing people's health just erode away. road. Disappear. Go away. Okay, sorry, that was nobody. My apologies. I do have Banal Corpus, but Separation is better. But your faction mods are better than your when you're facing specific factions. Faction mods are better for sure. And speaking of, I should throw on. I have to get rid of that. Just to throw on our Separation. But yeah, we're in our Bane mods, blah blah blah. You guys know. Next we have our proboscis status, yes, crit damage and regular damage. But with this, we don't really need our damage multi, so we just run our Bane mod, and I just took that thing off for no reason. Low key, I've also been wanting to try status duration, just to play with it a little bit. You guys know, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember where things. I remember. I'm definitely gonna cut this part out. I'm saying. Yeah, they got Rapid Appetite in the first, Governor's Chamber, Vital Sense, and Sunbreak for the Corrosive. And whatever, and run the primary Merciless. Now, as you get into our epitaph, now, this is where it gets a bit more intricate when it comes to dealing our status and flat damage. Now, as epitaph, I'm not critting with this one, it's all status damage, but not this arcane, but thanks to this arcane here, specifically, this greatly increases the amount of damage we deal against enemies with status effects matching the type. So this is why it's super important to stack the type of damage that you want on this weapon. Okay, so let's okay, so alright, so as you guys can see, I have radiation and corrosive. Now the epitaph has does blast damage, does innate blast damage, so we're doing blast, corrosive, and radiation damage. Okay, now what Cascading Power does for each one of those is 250 damage added on top of the status effect that we're already doing. So that is 750 damage onto every status effect that we're dealing. Now with our melee, just so you guys get the synergy, you know. So now with melee, we are running radiation and corrosive again. Now it is heat instead of blast, but we only need that 500%. But if you wanted to get that extra 250 damage, you have to match the mods corresponding to your secondary. Your melee has to match your secondary when it, like, this is super big if you want to deal that big damage. With like meteor, like a lot of people say this weapon is like, as you guys see, like the stats aren't that bad, guys. Stats aren't that bad, especially when it comes to status chance. Its status is so high. So I'm literally at 155%, and that's crit chance plus 79, and this doesn't even have a negative. Now our crit chance is kind of high, but it's not a crit weapon. But as you guys are going to be seeing, we're going to be hitting red crits. Now, as you guys see, yes, I am not running Blood Rush. I'm not running Blood Rush. So what we have here is melee animosity. Now this arcane makes any melee weapon broken when it comes to critting. If you have at least, I want to say 12 to 14%, this will have you hitting very hard. It stacks to 140%. This is only the first rank, so I'm assuming it gets higher. So plus 40% crit chance, stack up to 140. So I'm assuming it's going to be about 360, so 360 crit chance. But that is going to be huge. So I definitely recommend you get your hands on melee animosity. And now for that huge damage bonus that we're going to be dealing thanks to the Dreamer's Ref Tenokai. Now this is your Azaleus spot. Definitely take this out. Definitely give a look at those Azaleus mods. Those will greatly increase your melee play, and you'll have a lot more fun using melee weapons as well. Now, but the Dreamer's Wraith in particular gives opportunity chance by 50% and heavy attack critical damage by 32%. So now Tenokai is whenever, as you guys see, whenever I'm swinging or fighting, you'll see a dagger That's when you want to use your heavy attack. That's when you get the most out of it, you deal the most damage, and it's the most fluid into your combo. Now, when I tell you guys, this thing is so broken. I have literally 2-shot acolytes. I'm talking about with the Rumble Jack, one of the least used weapons ever. One of the least used. You see that position? Not many people uses this, like, at all. Nobody, no one uses this weapon. Like, nobody ever uses this weapon. But yeah, as you guys see, we just got all your status mods. This is a new mod, your focus random, which you also get from the Whispers in the Wall bounties. Not as, I wouldn't say not as a reward, but they drop very commonly. So those are the maps you want to go if you want to get all your radiation mods. Yeah, Second for Special, Steel, Organ Shatter, all that. And we got lucky with the heat, so we gotta rock that as well. And we got status chance and crit chance for our heavy attack ×2, which is huge, guys, huge. Oh my god. Alright, and next we're running Zenrook. You don't really need Zenrook. You get your energy back, so if you want more damage, you can definitely go Moderai. You can definitely go Moderai for sure, but if you want to go to full support, Valzarin is also your other best bet. Yeah, but if you want to max out your damage, definitely do that as well. Oh my god, and let's go ahead and get into the companion. Now guys, we are running the Sly Vopa Philo, and I'm gonna show you guys here why. Now with the Sly Vopa Philo, he has this really nice thing. It's called devolves into a larva when down and regains its true form and reduce. But when it dies, the kills reduce enemy accuracy against Warframe by 20% for 8 seconds. Not sure if it stacks, but that means they're missing, and it's very hard for them to hit me. So every time I get a kill, boom. That's running Pack Leader. So since we're running that, since we're running Pack Leader, he's definitely getting lots and lots of heals all the time, the whole time. So he's keeping us with us, and he's armor stripping for us. And now with Duplex Bond, Companion will clone itself each time to extend 100% energy. Every time I use 100 energy, it spawns up to 2 clones. Clones live for 30 seconds and cannot use abilities, but their kills have 50% chance to drop orbs. Now, as we're not critting, we have 7.5% status chance. Now, I would love a Hunter mod that copies the status chance. That would make it so much better than Hunter's energy, to be honest, because we're not critting. So I feel like that would be better mod for the status companions, in my opinion. But he does about 222 slash. But then we have Maul for more melee damage. It's not maxed out, but we can definitely max it out. But I should definitely form him. But yeah, man, we're in the Synthetic Construct, so every time he enters an enemy, so that's even in larva form, drops health orbs. And with Equilibrium on our Gloom setup, we are also getting energy that way as well. Yes, along with our Blazing Chakra. Oh man. But yeah, guys, that's the build. But before we go into the end of the day gameplay, I know this video was kind of long, but it's lots of gameplay for you guys. But if you guys enjoy, would like to see more Warframe content, you should guys hit that like, subscribe button for your boy. As I'm out, you did catch the next one. Peace.
For reaction. Another life support capsule is now available. support has arrived.
I feel like Bruno, but call me Uno, cause I got one of them with me. And I'm a beast, pity, this shit gon' bang, shitty, gotta put on for my city, bitch, I keep everything I think I had enough, all this money got me acting up. Niggas be mad as fuck, cause they know I gotta bag it